That's going to be good technique. Clutch. All right. The title card is live. They can't hear us, but the title card is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my bar. My name is Ansel, and I'm the Indecisionist, your Dungeon Barkeep tonight. And here with me tonight is Astra from Bad Astra. Say hello to everybody. Welcome to the bar. I can guess. The noise from through the portal is pretty distressing, I gotta say. You know, the back of my bar, this magic portal faces on Chicago, so I get a pretty good read on what's going on out there. So tell me, Astra, yeah, at least it's not DC. That's absolutely true. I think that's true all the time. So tell me, Astra, where are you visiting us from? Where are you porting in from? Oh no, they say they can't hear Astra again. That is going to make this next bit no fun at all. Oh. Hold on. All right, let's try that. They should be able to hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Am I in the bar? Did I portal correctly this time?
It looks like you did, yeah.
Oh, I love being audible. It's my favorite way to be.
The wonders of technology when you put the audio through the... Yeah, the cave... We're still working on teleporting people into the cave. We're pretty good at getting the bar in here, but humans, this is all new. All right, so now that they can hear you, Astra... how about you introduce yourself and tell us how you're porting in today, or where you're porting in from?
I'm Astra. You can catch me over on my science channel, Bad Astra. I am porting in from Central Oregon right now. And I gotta say, this semi-professional kitchen, way better than rural Oregon. Although I gotta say, rural Oregon, way better than Chicago right now. Chicago right now is terrifying.
That's... Yeah, but I mean, hey, we got bodegas on every corner, and you can get a taco at 3 a.m. So, maybe it's worth
There's
it.
pandemic.
There is a pandemic. That's true. Okay, when there's not a pandemic on, you can do those things.
I live in Chicago normally, but there's a pandemic. So it's just a rite of passage. It's what happens when there's a pandemic.
I think that's absolutely true.
There's...
So, Astra, what can I get you tonight?
Well, Ansel, first we need to ask ourselves, is the substance acidic or basic? Well, really, it all depends on this equation right here. You got your water, your H2O, and that is neutral. Now, there's also water with bonus hydrogen. It's 3O, hydrogen, and that makes things acidic. Now, if your water is missing a hydrogen, you have an OH minus or hydroxyl. That makes things basic. So you got it neutral, acidic,
all right,
basic. You following?
Yeah.
So you're really full of hydroxyls.
Why? Why am I full of hydroxyls?
You're sick as shit.
I love you too, sweetie. So water is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Acids and bases are out of balance. The more bonus hydrogen atoms, the H+, the stronger the acid. And the more missing hydrogen atoms, the stronger the base. Now, the more out of balance a substance is, the more reactive it gets, trying to bring balance to the force.
Gotcha.
Now, strong acids and bases can cause severe skin damage, the way they react to your skin. But mild acids and bases are common and relative.
That was crazy, but I think we're back. I think we're okay again.
Like being there.
The magic portal is being extra questionable today, but I think we're back. So, Astra, tell me again, what was it that you wanted to drink? I feel like you were giving me a pretty long explanation.
Well, before we decide what we have to drink, Ansel, we need to ask ourselves, what makes a substance acidic or basic?
I ask myself that all the time.
Yeah, really we need to focus on this equation. On this side, you have water, which is H2O and neutral. Now, water with a bonus hydrogen, or hydronium, makes things acidic, while water missing a hydrogen, or hydroxyl, makes things basic. So, do you have all that?
Okay.
Got that? Yeah? Awesome. Now,
that you are full of hydroxyls because you're basic as hell.
one line.
In case you missed it, someone off screen just shouted, "Are you full of hydroxyls? 'Cause you're basic."
You. One line. Okay. I love you, sweetie. So, water is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Now, acids and bases, well, they're out of balance.
Okay.
Generally, the more bonus hydrogen atoms, or H+, the stronger the acid, while the more missing hydrogen atoms, the more basic. The more out of balance a substance is, the more reactive it gets, trying to bring balance to the force.
Oh.
Now, strong acids and bases are really dangerous and can burn your skin. In labs, they actually have you lock the hydrofluoric acid away. Now, mild acids are generally harmless and pretty common. You get them in soaps and drinks.
Oh.
As Uncle Iroh says, the energy wants to restore balance. And the moment the positive and negative energy come crashing back together, you provide release and guidance, creating lightning. Now, when hydroniums and hydroxyls meet, they just cancel each other out by forming water. It's way less cool than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how is any of this relevant to cocktails?
Oh, right, yes. Acidic things make things sour, and basic things are soapy. Now, I really like sour things, and I kind of hate the taste of soap. So I'm hoping my cocktails are pretty acidic.
Okay.
I also need some hydroniums to balance out my basic ass.
Acids
Which
for
would have been more apparent had my fiance hit the line earlier.
All right, so acids for a basic girl. So citrus.
Yes, I like citrus drinks.
All right. Astra, do you always preface your drink orders with a long science monologue?
So, I preface all interactions with a long science monologue.
Will there be a test at the end of this?
First, I'm testing the acidity of both the drinks and the ingredients while we're making them.
Oh.
Now, yeah, we can measure the balance between acids and bases using the pH scale, which is logarithmic and involves a lot of math, but the TLDR is that the lower numbers are more acidic and the higher numbers are more basic, with 7 being neutral. So it's a 14-point scale. 14 is basic, 7 is neutral, 0 or 1 is super acidic. Now, why is it 7? Math reasons. It's legit, I promise.
Oh, I was hoping.
Super simple. I googled it, and I feel really bad because I forgot about it. It was an AP Chem, and I'm so sorry, Mrs. Krupowski.
Apologies to Mrs. Krupowski. I never took AP Chem, so I feel a lot less guilty.
Mr. Dixon would be proud that I'm still sitting here listening to someone talk about AP Chem.
Yeah, so you can actually make your own pH indicator using red cabbage juice, but quark that. I bought a pack of 160 pH indicators for $3.79 on Amazon, so we're gonna go with that.
That does sound easier.
Yeah, these are the pH strips, and we're gonna use this nifty color combo to determine how acidic or basic they are. And I haven't tested this, so I really hope it works.
All right, well, let's get started then. I think we've got some pretty acidic and some pretty basic things that we can put into cocktails. And if my cocktail mixology knowledge is anything like your science knowledge, I think we're going to be able to make something pretty delicious and educational today. So, let's go ahead and talk about our first cocktail. I'm going to go ahead and grab the ingredients, and we'll cut over to my bar top cam so that I can show everybody all the stuff that's going to go into it. The first one is going to be the Per Aspera. All right, so we're cutting over to the bar top cam now. All right, so the Per Aspera is going to start with fresh grapefruit juice. So you want to have a grapefruit on hand to squeeze grapefruit juice out of. We're also going to need some Irish whiskey, some simple syrup, a fresh lime, and some guava nectar. Now, I got my guava nectar at the store, and I put it in this handy squeeze bottle. But if you happen to have a guava that you want to nectarize, be my guest. Absolutely go for it. So we've got those 5 ingredients that are going to go into this drink. And I'll cut back up to the split screen so we can see Astra. And what do you say, Astra? Do you want to... Oh, you've got quite a lot of stuff there.
Okay. So, can you go over the ingredients again?
Yeah, we'll review it one more time. We're going to need grapefruit juice. So you're going to want a grapefruit.
I got my grapefruit, but I'm lazy. So I also have grapefruit juice.
All right.
What's next?
Next on the fruit, we're going to need lime. Do you have a lime?
I have a lime. Am I going to need to juice the lime?
You're going to want to juice the lime.
Oh, screw that. Okay. We got lime juice.
All right, lime juice. Okay, great. That's one way to go at it. You're going to need guava nectar. Do you have a guava to nectarize in there?
No, but I went to the store.
Oh, great. Then you're going to want some Irish whiskey.
Do Would Scotch work?
Oh, Scotch would work really well. If you are doing a Scotch substitution, what you're going to want is Highland Scotch. Make sure that it's one of those gentler Scotches. The more smoky the Scotch is, the less it's going to meld into the rest of this drink. And then you're going to need some simple syrup, and that's just sugar water.
Sugar water is my best friend.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started putting this together. I'm going to pull out my Irish whiskey since I didn't have that out before. All right, so the first thing we're going to do in prepping this is our grapefruit. So you are going to want to grab that actual whole grapefruit because we need a big chunk of the skin. So if you've got like a peeler or a big-ass knife, you can just go ahead and get as thin a slice off of the edge as you can. If you've got a peeler, obviously this is going to be much easier. And as long as you can get it, long and wide. That sounded dirty and it was unintentional, but yeah. So you want a piece like that. And you can see through it because of the green screen. That's beautiful. I mean the magic portal.
Ooh. So, like, this?
That's going to be more than enough. You can cut that in half, and I know you're doing more than one of these, so you're probably going to want both halves. That's going to be perfect.
Okay. I've got my 2 halves of grapefruit.
Perfect. All right, now take the grapefruit itself, and you're going to want to identify the 2 ends there, and we're slicing it down between the 2 ends. So we're going to get across the midsection of the fruit.
Did I do it right?
Nope. That's okay, though. It should turn out just fine. You want to end up with...
Did I cut it again?
Do you have another one? Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right, so we're going to slice it one more time. Just take a little wedge off. And now that you've got it cut into those wedges, that's going to be real easy to do. So we're going to cut a little wedge off of our grapefruit. Just like that. And we're going to set that aside. That's garnish. That's for later. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it.
So.
All right.
I know what April does before you actually start cutting things.
That's no fun at all.
All right. So now we're going to need a shaker. I'm using a cobbler style shaker today. And what style shaker do you have, Astra?
Well, I have the super gay kind. It is a Nalgene with a pride flag on it.
By the way, what's the story? Rory in the chat says you're doing great, Astra, and also wants to let you know that too big there's no such thing as too big. So whoever that is, thanks. You've given Astra a little extra love today. All right, so go ahead and take half of that grapefruit. Half of the grapefruit is probably going to be perfect for the amount of juice that you need. And you can squeeze it directly into your glass, or if you want to squeeze it directly into that Nalgene, that's going to be perfect. We're aiming for, if you were measuring this, if you were a measuring sort of person, we're aiming for about 2 ounces of grapefruit juice here. What I like to do, this is a fun trick.
Get the juicer! Get the juicer! Get down! Get down! Get the juicer!
What I'm doing is I'm using the top of my cobbler shaker. What's the story? Rory apparently knows Eris because they are attributing that quote to Eris. All right. So if you squeeze it directly into the top of your cobbler, you save yourself having to use a strainer, which I'm all about doing less dishes, and you get the added benefit of just using all the parts of the buffalo, as it were. So we're going to put about 2 ounces of grapefruit juice into here.
We're going to put about 2 ounces of grapefruit juice.
There it is. This grapefruit is a little less juicy than the last one I did, so I'm going to get a little extra love out of it. There we go.
Because I'm making 2 drinks?
Yes, if you're making 2 at once, go ahead and double that. So yeah, you want 4 ounces at that point.
Oh, Jesus. That's
That
not
went
a
very
puppy.
well.
That's my fiance. Maybe? I don't know what she's doing.
We did. We almost saw the cryptid astrophysicist. The legendary astrophysicist that I have been told is somewhere about.
She's stuck here. Okay, this might work.
Oh, I'm so excited to see if a grapefruit fits in your squeezer. That also sounded inappropriate.
Oh, that goes that way. Ah!
How's that going? It looks like you've got juice.
Destroying my kitchen more than this grapefruit. Yep. Oh, wait, I put it in backwards. That's what happened.
That's a
This
forgivable
is how
offense.
we learn. I'm a scientist. I don't know how to juice things.
Did you put it cut side towards the curve?
Maybe?
Second time.
The second time, yeah.
That
The
is
second
the right
time
way
I
to do
did.
it. Well done.
Okay.
All right. So you should have about 4 ounces of grapefruit juice there. Beautiful. All right.
With some milk.
Yeah. Now we're going to do an equal amount of whiskey. In my case, 2 ounces. In your case, 4 ounces.
Hey, this is the best part.
Heck yeah. All right. You may ask, Ansel, why did you overfill the jigger like that? Well, because this is a 1.5 ounce jigger, and I didn't want to go through the extra trouble.
This whiskey smells. This scotch smells really good. Smell this.
That is good scotch. Yeah, that's a very very palatable scotch, even for people who are new to scotch or don't think they like scotch.
I just found this.
That's true. We should
Just
all
that.
be adults here. I did tell YouTube this wasn't for children, so hopefully they paid attention to that. All right, so we've got 4 ounces of liquid here, 8 ounces in your case. Did you want to test the pH of any of those? I realize we skipped that step with your grapefruit juice, which would have been
Yes.
the ideal thing to test. Can you just like poke the grapefruit with it?
I hope that the scotch doesn't affect it, but let's test grapefruit and scotch. Let's. Oh wait, I can actually pour. There's just some grapefruit on here.
There you go. Yeah, just
This is just grapefruit. Just all over the cutting board.
Sarah tells us that she can't use the squeeze juicers either. No matter which way up, it doesn't make juice very well. So you're not alone, Astra. You're not alone.
Thank you for juice failure solidarity. Okay, so this looks to be a 5. It is, or a 6, or 3. Oh, it's a 4. This is a 4 because it turned orange.
All right, so grapefruit juice is a 4.
Okay, let's try grapefruit juice with scotch.
I think that let's see if that's changed its balance at all. I'm actually legitimately excited. We did not test this ahead of time.
Okay. So it looks like that brought it down to a 5.
All
As
right.
you can see, the strips are different colors. This is working.
Science.
Here, can you see? Am I on camera?
Yes, yeah. That's all.
That's one, and that's the other. So we've got our 4 and our 5 or 6. It's somewhere between 5 and 6.
I'll
this
have to
is
trust
not-
the people who see color
And
to
it is
let us know.
qualitative, not quantitative.
It's only that scotch is less acidic.
Then grapefruit juice.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, our next ingredient, I think, will also be less acidic, because it's simple syrup. That's just sugar water, so that should be pretty basic.
Hey.
Basic.
Okay.
So for this one, you're going to want half an ounce for a single make, or a full ounce if you're doing a whole one.
Thank you. And
Or
I'm
if
going
you're
to
making
test
two.
the
So
pH of simple syrup. So sugar water shouldn't have much of a pH.
Yeah, it should be pretty close to neutral, I would think.
And it doesn't. It has... Yeah, that's exactly 6. So...
My color expert consultant has weighed in to tell me that those were different colors. All right, so that's our basic one, or that's our that's close to neutral, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is 1 off of neutral. So I think that might be because there was a little grapefruit juice left in this, but
The paper just looks like that one wet.
no, because it's different. It's different colors here.
I just mean the sugar water. It's fine.
Toss these strips because I've gotten them messy. Okay, so let's mix it.
Nope, we still have a couple more ingredients to go. Grab your guava juice. Now, if you're like me and you put your guava juice into pretentious squeezy bottles, you can grab your squeezy bottle of guava juice. Guava nectar, I should say. And I'm going to do 1.5, so you want 3.
Okay. Guava nectar. If you're like me and aren't pretentious, just get it at the store.
Straight out of the
It was available at Safeway. Okay.
Mine came out of a can, full disclosure, so I just couldn't seal it again, and I was like, well, I'm not wasting it. All right, so what's the pH of our guava juice?
I'm going to test the 3rd ounce because I think that'll clear out the shaker.
Smart.
Or the measurer.
Scientific method.
Yeah. Gotta get rid of extenuating factors. Okay, so we got our guava nectar. Ooh, this one is a bit more acidic, which makes sense. It's a citrus. Okay, that one, wow. That's almost as acidic as the grapefruit juice. This is a 4.
I would never have guessed that.
Yeah.
It's so much more mild.
Yeah. Huh. It's just as acidic as the grapefruit juice.
Today I learned.
Oh. Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, then we have one last thing, and I know it's going to be acidic. Lime. We're going to do 1 ounce of lime juice, which is roughly 1 lime if you've got these like key lime style guys. So I'm just going to chop that in half. And I also have one of those frustrator style citrus juicers. This is actually a new one that somebody sent me, and I'm very excited. This is its maiden voyage, so let's see. So we're taking the cut side and putting it towards the curve.
Yes, I should have done that. You'd think that I'd get that because that's where the holes are.
It's counterintuitive, though, because there's a curve thing that's shaped like the citrus. Like, I would think put it in the way that the thing is, yeah.
Thank you.
Now, Astra, as I recall, you've got some limes.
Yes. Here, let me get. Whoa. Okay. So I've got these 3 limes, and I really only need 2 of them. So, I am going to quickly turn these limes into lime juice.
Through TV
for all you
magic.
watching at home. Yeah. Pour that in. I have it already poured right here.
There you go. Great.
And I'm going to test it. Hopefully this is really acidic.
Now, Astra, you are going to need one of those limes cut in half for the garnish as well. There's a lot of garnish involved in this one.
I have a large knife.
Good.
Ooh, this is really acidic. Hey, hun, do you think this is a 2 or a 3?
Ooh.
Look at that.
I think that's a 3.
Okay, we got a 3. So far, everything we've put in has been decently acidic. And one fun thing. Yeah, a 3 at best.
Pretty sure 2 is real bad.
Yeah, no, 1 actually hurts you. So, fun fact about the pH numbers, when I said that fancy math, each number, it's log 10, right?
Oh, wow.
So, a 6 to a 5, that's 10 times more acidic. So since we said the lime was a 3 and the grapefruit was a 4, that means that limes are about 10 times more acidic than grapefruits.
Wow.
So we do not want to get to a 2 or a 1. I
Is,
would actually be hurting my hands if we did that.
yeah, wow. That's so we're right on the edge of danger right now.
I mean, we're 10 times off the edge of danger, but yet living on the edge for science.
All right, so now we are ready to actually mix this one. This is a complicated one. We wanted that. This is per aspera means through the rough places. So we've put a lot of acidic stuff. We've put a lot of effort, and now we're gonna put some actual rocks. That's right, ice is rocks. If anybody tells you otherwise, send them to Hank Green because he's got a really good argument for it. But yeah, put some ice cubes in there. I put in 4. You can do whatever. I'm not your dad.
Put a bunch in.
For you, put a bunch in. All right, put the top on your shaker or your Nalgene in your case. And we don't have to shake this one a whole lot. This is just to like wake up the citrus is the way that it's described in the industry. So we're just gonna shake it a little bit.
Wake up! Wake up! No, it's time to wake up. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Are you awake? It's time. No, it's uppy time. Come on,
It's uppy time. Yeah, it's uppy time. Come on.
It's uppy
You
time.
awake in there?
Hello.
I think mine's good.
Okay.
All
Mine's
right.
foaming.
So go ahead and pop the top. And this one, you don't have to worry too much about straining. We haven't put anything in there that needs to be strained out aside from the ice. So if you can just like use the edge of the lid the way we talked, I'm going to use the strainer part on my cobbler shaker. And I'm going to ask my PA to get my other shaker, which I foolishly left aside. And we're just going to put that into our glass. It's in the dish drain. Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what's happening.
Both sides of the shaker. All right. Oh, yours look gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I'm gonna rinse this out.
Oh, and
Yeah, it's gonna
actually,
be
you
fun.
don't need to worry about a lime. I was mistaken about that. Because we're going to do 2 different garnishes here. So, because I didn't ask you to get the high octane stuff that I need for the thing I'm going to do. So, for garnishes at home, go ahead and slice into your grapefruit roughly the width of your glass. Down towards the rind so that it creates 2 little slots, IKEA-style slots. And you're just going to slot that onto the edge of your glass like that. So it creates like a sunrise. That works too. Yeah, that'll be good as well.
For the next one, why don't you watch and then do it?
So there we go. So we've got our little grapefruit sunrise there. Now, what is the grapefruit sunrise there for, you might ask? It's there to be a backsplash for the cool thing that we're about to do. Do you remember that chunk of zest we kept apart? Go ahead and grab that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I am going to cut back to... Oh, man. All right, watch me do it, and then you can do it. Because I'm going to cut to my bar top cam so they can see what's happening on my side. And then we can watch what happens on your side. All right, so here is our drink. And it's occurring to me it's going to be off camera for you. Hold on. Blorp, can you see that now? All right. So I'm using a match. I know you've got a lighter. So what we're going to do is grasp the sides of the zest here and warm it up. Nope, you're just gonna warm the zest with the flame, right? So what you're doing is bringing oils from the citrus out to the top of the skin. And the reason we want to do that is for, in my case, match 2. In your case, the lighter's going to be just fine. We're going to squeeze the citrus zest across, and it's going to create this little flamethrower effect. And I'll do that once more over here so that Astra can see it. I've managed to break another match. Good work, me. Did it work? All right. Then I'll cut back over to you and we can see it on your side. Hold on. There you are. Okay, we can see you in full. Go ahead and show us your trick. Yeah! See how the flame jumps a little bit? It reads so much better against your bodice than it does against my shirt. Yeah. Now, what this is doing for a drink, aside from looking cool, is it's hypothetically giving you caramelized citrus notes that have been now spread across the top of your beverage. But if that's not enough for you, and you are the sort of person who needs a little extra caramelization in your life, you can also do what I'm about to do, which is popular in some tiki places, and honestly, completely unnecessary, but unnecessary is kind of the coolest. So I'm going to cut back over to my bar top. All right, and longtime viewers will recognize the lime boat that is currently sitting in this drink. Which is currently on fire. All right. So the hope is that you can see the fire up against the grapefruit. Oh, that didn't sell at all. Yeah, so what I do, remember how you cut the grapefruit the wrong way? Cut the lime the way that I described. All right, you're back on screen.
So like this?
Yeah, so in between the two, like, nubbins.
Did I do it correctly this time?
Yes, perfect.
Excellent.
So then you're going to squeeze the juice out. And we're actually going to need that juice for the next one, so this is a good prep for our next drink. So, yeah.
With the juicer.
Yeah.
So this side down. I'm learning.
The lighter's off, right? It
Yes.
smells like fire.
That's because I burned a grapefruit.
Ooh, my lime is still on fire. These.
That worked way better. Okay.
All right.
So I've got a juiced lime.
Yep. All right. So then if you like roll it back and forth between your fingers like this, it'll sort of work out some of the fuzz so that it creates like a little crown around the top. And then you fill that with Everclear, or what I'm planning to do from now on, lemon extract, and light that on fire. And that's what
Do we
creates
have
your
lemon
lime boat.
extract?
Nope.
I would doubt it. It's not something people use very frequently outside of like industrial baking.
Do we have anything flammable? Wait, could you get some really cheap alcohol?
It needs to be high proof. So you want something that's like Everclear or 151 or something like that.
I don't know if we have that.
Yeah, all of that is vodka.
You can try
Can I
your
set the
vodka.
lime?
Couldn't hurt.
Oh, yeah. Can you just get the vodka?
Yeah.
That should work. Yeah, get the vodka.
It's weird. Low-proof alcohol, while still theoretically it should be flammable, for whatever reason, it just doesn't work very well. It's not putting off enough vapor.
Okay. Well, this should absolutely work.
Ah!
We hope. Yep, that tastes like it should. That smells like it should work.
Does it smell like fire? Do you want to
Smells
test the
like
pH of it while you're at it?
Yes.
We're not putting it in here, so it's not relevant to the experiment, but it is still interesting.
Yeah. So we're testing the pH of vodka in a lime. Vodka, even in a lime, is only 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it neutralized the
yeah.
acid to some extent.
What vodka outside of a lime is. I will test that in a bit. Okay.
All right. So let's see if that will light. If not, don't worry. This is still going to be delicious.
Take the sticker off.
That's a good idea. Okay.
You missed some sticker.
We got it.
You're going to want to get it in the liquid before you light it.
Yeah, Is it gonna float?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it floating. Can you see?
Yes, it is in frame. Well, that looked exciting for a second there.
I don't think this is gonna work.
I don't think so, yeah. Yeah, unless it's high proof, that's just, there's really so much water in there. Yes, as Hella's Hand Productions is pointing out, it's mostly water. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a valiant try. Yeah, go ahead and fish that lime boat out. Go grab your bar spoon. Grab your bar spoon. Or no, you got it. Fingers. Even better. All right. So now, after 45 minutes, we have our first beverage.
Here you are, sweetie. You
All
want the
right.
other one, don't you?
So,
This one didn't
cheers.
cheers. Let's taste it.
Yummy.
That's really good.
Right? It's got like
Oh,
a tiki
wait.
feel to it.
Yeah. It tastes like I'm on vacation, which I really need right now, so.
I think that's what they should put on the package. It tastes like I'm on vacation.
Okay, so for your final test, Ansel,
Yes.
was it acidic enough for Astra? Okay. It is charting out between a 4 and a 5, which is pretty good.
All right. Do you think that's acidic enough to offset your basicness?
I don't know. What do you think, sweetie?
Maybe.
Just maybe?
Maybe.
we got a maybe from the off-screen expert. All right. Well, then I think it's probably time for us to move on to our next drink.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes. Let me get a bunch of stuff out of the way.
Beautiful. Yeah, I will clear my worktop as well. I'm going to put this drink off to the side, though, because I'm coming back to you later.
You didn't need any more grapefruit, did you?
No, we do not need more grapefruit.
Yeah, grapefruit's going off to the side.
So for this next one, the Bad Astra, we're going to need mango nectar, guava nectar, lime juice, rum, triple sec, and aquafaba.
Okay. You said
Yes, all right.
mango nectar,
Yep, mango nectar. Perfect. Guava nectar.
guava nectar,
Lime juice.
juice,
Rum.
cheap rum,
Yeah, cheap rum. Oh, you went with white rum. All right. Triple sec.
Triple sec.
Triple sec. And aquafaba, which is the water from chickpeas. You can, if you want to be old school. Yeah, chickpeas. So if you want to be old school, you can absolutely just use an egg white for this. But I know American audiences tend to be squigged out when you drink raw egg juice. So here we are trying to be a little bit more audience friendly.
Take that away from me. Okay. So.
All right. So
this is actually.
Go ahead.
Hold on, I gotta prep my aquafaba.
All right. While you do that, I will cut to my bar top cam and. Well, no, we've already talked about all the ingredients, so we'll just watch you open that can of chickpeas.
Prepped. I just had to pop the can.
Perfect. All right. So, does our Pluto patron get to taste test? I mean, I sure hope so. Is your Pluto level patron on hand? I know it's
Pluto
one of the rare perks of the Pluto level.
Patron is currently watching TV in her bedroom. We might go get her after this. But note to viewers at home, if you sign up at the Pluto level, I will marry your daughter, move to your house, stay there for 7 months, and then make drinks in your kitchen. That is what you get. That is the parasocial relationship that I, Bad Astra, will cultivate with my Pluto level patron.
Nothing's anything para about it.
What are the benefits for your other Patreon tiers, since we're on the topic? Are there any cool things I should know about?
Yeah, so at the $1 tier, that's Asteroids. You get to be a part of our community. It's a really nice way to support us. You'll get production updates, announcements for videos. At the $5 are Moons. You get early access to all of our videos. At the $10 level, you get all of those things, plus outtakes, behind the scenes, and other fun content. At higher levels, we do a production podcast where we talk production updates. We also have a video version of that podcast that higher tiers get. High tiers can also vote on upcoming video topics. We generally cover all the topics, but we let people vote on what they see the following month. So if you want your topic to come up sooner. And at the really high levels, you actually get to suggest major video topics. Now, if you have a question, for example, why does fire travel faster uphill than downhill? You can submit that and we'll do a 5-minute or fewer video on that. We have our Bad Answers series coming out every Wednesday, except next month. But if you want a really long, like half an hour to an hour video essay on the topic of your choice, you can suggest it at the $40 and $50 levels. Those are our, I believe those are our Black Hole and Pluto levels.
Oh.
Obviously, Pluto is the top level.
Of course. Of course Pluto is the top level.
Yeah. So come on over, join our Patreon. We have a really good time. There's lots of pet content.
Meringues do get baked, so it's cooked. That's true. I'm trying to think what else you put raw egg white in. Mayonnaise is raw egg white, I believe.
Yeah. You often bake.
Yeah.
Though.
No, that's what he was saying. Meringue isn't raw egg because it was cooked.
Oh, sorry. I was not paying attention.
I really love the confidence of not paying attention in class and then just speaking up, not raising your hand. This get you a wife.
I already found this. Nothing left to live for.
I mean, that's what got me through school. So, if I'm honest. All right,
get you a woman with the confidence of a man.
Haha, mayo is egg yolk. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the confidence of a man. Man, if I could give you all the things just being a white dude with confidence gave me. The egg yolk and oil. Oh, see, there we go. Now we learned. Ba 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 ba. All right, so let's move on to the cocktail and keep things a moving. All right, so the Bad Astra, we're going to start with 2 ounces of mango nectar. So we are just going to go nuts on the mango nectar. So we need
Okay.
1.
This smells amazing.
Yeah, mango nectar is one of the greatest things in your grocery store. The fact that more people aren't buying it is great for me, but frankly, go out and get you some. It's so good. Unless you're allergic, at which point you know better. Like, why do I have to tell you? All right, what's the pH value?
Drink straight.
Yeah.
pH value of mango nectar. I just threw that on the floor. Okay. That is a solid 5. That's coming in at a 5.
All right.
So it is not terribly acidic. Actually, it might even be almost a 6. So mango's not nearly as acidic as limes or grapefruits. Remember, a grapefruit was a 4 and a lime was a 3.
All right. Well, now we're going to go back to guava again. So get you half an ounce of guava, or if you're doing a double batch again, an ounce.
Oh yeah, I need my 4 ounces of mango.
So we get your back watching mango.
I'll let you sort out that on your own.
I hate to break it to you, but if I have COVID, so do you at this point. Okay, so half an ounce?
Half an ounce of guava, yep.
Okay, so 1 ounce for us, because we're doubling it.
Yep.
We already tested guava nectar's pH. Okay.
All right, next
That's it.
is lime again. We want half an ounce of lime juice or an ounce if you're doubling. I'm going to keep saying it in case people don't understand how doubling works.
Thank you. Sincerely, people.
Okay,
Okay, I'm doing 1 the hard way, and I'm going to do the rest the easy way.
I enjoy the dichotomy between the like obnoxious level of bar crap that I've got and the like at home for realsies person of the plague situation that we have on your side with the Nalgene bottle and the beautiful.
It's the
Anyone can
I
be a
moved
mixologist.
into my fiance's parents' house.
There you go. Anyone can be a mixologist. You don't need fancy tools, and we're proving it. Today, we're proving it. All right. Now we're going to need 1.5 ounces of rum, the star of the show.
Rum.
Kate Booth wants to know, sugar is balanced, meaning you can have something that is very acidic and ridiculously sweet, or like could you sweeten a vat of acid?
Yes, I believe you could.
I think that's, yeah. That was my
Because the
takeaway.
sugar we tested was basically... Oh no, I broke the pH strips.
Oh no!
It's okay, it's okay. I think I only broke like half of them. It's fine. I broke like 80 pH strips, but I have 160. These are so cheap. Why would anyone make it themselves?
Out of sheer hubris.
Okay. So, testing the rum. Is rum... Yep.
Just sugar alcohol.
Yep, that's a solid 7. That's a
So
7.
neutral.
You can see it's got slightly a greenish tint. I'm not sure if you can see it in this lighting.
Wow.
It just looks translucent. So yeah, rum is straight up 7.
I will be honest, in my non-science brain, I was like, oh yeah, we'll put sugar stuff in the acid stuff and we'll get a neutral thing. Nope, that's not how it works. See, we learned something today. All right. So 1 ounce of triple sec is going to be the next star. 2 ounces if you're doubling.
Okay, so this is an orange liqueur, so it should be a little bit acidic, right?
Yeah, it should be reasonably acidic for an alcohol.
Yeah, foreign alcohol. Let's find out.
What's the story Rory wants to know? Does slightly green mean slightly more basic?
Yes. Well, slightly green means neutral. Fully green means pretty basic. Ooh, actually, this is also a 7. That orange flavor did nothing. This is actually slightly more of a 7 than the rum.
All right.
So orange liqueur is just as basic or just as neutral as rum.
Something about the distillation process must...
Yeah, let's check. Our fiance is checking what the ingredients list actually has. Okay.
Yeah, it's alcohol. It doesn't have ingredients.
It doesn't have any. Oh. It's a secret.
It's a secret. Ooh.
Yeah, they didn't list the ingredients. Okay, what's next?
All right. We have our final ingredient, the aquafaba. Once again, this is the juice from a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, depending on the store you go to. Ooh, so 1 ounce for the doublers, half an ounce for normal, 1 cocktail at a time, folks. And we will be all ready to make our final moves.
Let's see if garbanzo beans... Oh, yeah. Garbanzo beans, as predicted, were a neutral 7.
All right.
Okay.
So we got a lot of neutral. We'll see if neutral pulls the acid down a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Although this one is going to be very hard to test the final product, I will be honest with you.
Well, should I put the strip in now before we shake it?
Oh, that's a good idea. Like, maybe swirl it around a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a very good idea, because once we shake it,
swirling.
this is not going to be test strip friendly.
Okay. Whoa, that's actually incredibly acidic. That is a 4.5.
Wow.
Or not a 4.5. That's a 3.5. It's between a 4 and a 3. So that is almost as acidic as just that lime.
Very acidic. All right. Well,
Yeah.
then that should offset our basic Astra pretty well.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to do what's called a dry shake first, and that's going to give us a really luscious, thick, smooth foam on the top of this drink. So if you're using shakers, pour the small shaker into the big shaker and pop it closed. For you, screw that Nalgene on nice and tight. And we're going to shake it until you're going to want to listen for it to sound muffled.
Okay. I'm shaking it near the microphone so they should be able to hear it.
Yeah, I am too, which it occurs to me is definitely playing with fire with the amount of stuff that's near my microphone.
I realize my pop filter might make it hard to hear the shake sounds, because that's the point of a pop filter.
Yep. Is this doing anything for you guys at home? I can't tell.
Yeah, comment if you hear any...
All right. I think mine's about ready. You should be able to see yours through the wall of your Nalgene. Do you see that it's sort of gone milky?
Yeah, it looks like just straight up milk.
Beautiful. All right, toss in a few d6 of cold damage.
You got it? Mine are a few d6 of water damage.
This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad people are sticking around for this whole thing. We're almost done.
Okay.
All right.
Again?
Yep, close it up. And now we're going to listen for the ice to sound like ice shards.
Up and down.
All right, mine sounds about ready, so yours probably is as well.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to serve mine in a coupe. You, I know, are going to put yours into another rocks glass.
Yeah, these are little.
Oh, you're
little,
doing wine
white
glasses. Fancy.
Yes. Well,
If
you finished your drink. You need another.
If you have a Hawthorne strainer like this one, go ahead and pop it on there. Otherwise, just try to limit the ice from coming out.
Got it. It's. Is it this?
Yeah, it's that.
No, that's not a Hawthorne strainer.
Yeah,
That'll
it's a
mess up the foam.
Oh.
We don't mess up the foam. So we didn't use it.
I apologize, audience. I was wrong. I'm tipsy.
That is, you must be tipsy because I never hear that from you. That is an apology and an admission of being wrong. Heard it here first, folks.
Wow.
I'm capable of being mature sometimes.
Okay. I think this one's my better one.
Yeah.
How's it look?
Looks beautiful. So you can see that wonderful foam on the top. That's from the aquafaba. The citrus is helping a little bit to set that foam up. But yeah, so we've got this beautiful... we went through the rough places to the stars. And so here we are, Bad Astra.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to see if I can test. Here, lovely. I'm going to give you the pretty one. I'm going to see if I can. Oh, yeah, that's almost red.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Did you give me? You gave me a 3, Ansel.
Wow! As requested.
This is what Astra needs to balance out her basic ass.
Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful time. So many of you stuck around for the whole thing, and I really appreciate that, especially given our technical issues at the beginning. So, Astra, can you tell us where people can find Bad Astra and what you guys have coming up in the near future?
Yes. Next week, we have our first main video of the month, all about special relativity. There's a little bit of math, but it's mostly Star Trek references. And then the week after, we have our main half-hour plus video of the week, all about general relativity. So that'll be about black holes, gravity, space-time warping. It's a lot of fun. Please check us out. Our channel is Bad Astra. You'll notice the logo looks a lot like the opening frame on Ansel's live stream.
It does.
You can also find us on Facebook. Our page is called Bad Astra, same logo. Instagram, Bad Astra channel. TikTok, I think we're Bad Astra official. Twitter is also Bad Astra channel, I believe. And our OnlyFans is just kidding.
And the links to all of those are in the doobly-doo down below as well.
And don't forget to check out our Patreon. We are at Patreon/Bad Astra if you want to fund our science and see even more of us.
Perfect. I personally have looked at the Patreon and I'm very excited to join up. I am the Dungeon Barkeep. This channel is brought to you by The Indecisionist. The Indecisionist is making a big announcement over this weekend about some branding stuff. I'm also going to be changing the time of my weekly live streams soon, but for right now, they're still at 5 o'clock on Wednesdays. And you can also check out my upcoming TTRPG Pickup Con event, which is an opportunity for gamers to meet other gamers in a free, low-stress, inclusive environment and play some fun games into the bargain. There are still spots available for players, so head on over to ttrpgpickupcon.com or indecisionist.com for everything that I'm working on at the moment. And I also want to throw in a quick plug for Starlight Radio Dreams, another show I produce. which is doing a live stream coming up on the 29th of January at 8 p.m. Information about that is also at indecisionist.com and in the doobly-doo. So, all kinds of stuff. Astra, do you have anything else?
I'm gonna try tipsy juggling. This was such a poor choice.
It's going really well, though.
Yeah, but I can't stop, and I'm just staring at lines.
I hope this emboldens you to make poor decisions in the future.
Oh, I'm gonna make. You've had like 2 sips.
It's okay. I have 2 more limes. I have excess limes. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'm just gonna keep juggling in the outro to keep you all entertained, because I can't stop.
All right, everybody. Cheers. Drink adventurously, and we'll see you